What lies ahead for Tonga? It is in the middle of political reform. Political reform is a matter for the locals, but it is of interest to New Zealand, as Winston Peters, Foreign Minister, reminds us.
Well, I hope that the reconstruction of Tonga's economy alongside the political scene means that Tonga can look forward to an improved economic outlook in the long term and an improved political outlook. But that requires a decision by the Tongan people as to the shape and form and character of their future political structures.
What is the timetable for Tonga's political reform? Some want it done extremely quickly. Some want it done more slowly. What does Winston Peters say?
Well, I think the time frame is dramatically within 5 years. There has to be an understanding of what is to happen, and that understanding has to be broadcast amongst the people of Tonga before it can successfully happen. Now, all of that is a matter of logistics, and the Tongan government needs assistance with respect to that.
What is the role of the monarchy to be in the future of Tonga?
Any long-surviving monarchy has to evolve with the times, and I believe that this new king understands that. All his public statements suggest that he understands the need to adapt to the 21st century. I hope that in the time frame that is being offered by the present government, there's an understanding in Tonga that some time is needed for that to happen. You cannot stand still for centuries, in a sense, and then all of a sudden a change overnight. So a little bit of time is required here for an adjustment to be made.
What do Tongans want, and how have they made their voices heard?
What Tonga wants is to have reform whilst having regard in the future to its traditional structures as well. Now, that's a difficult act to perform, but I think it's an essential one if you want to have long-term cultural security and political security as well.
What does the leader of New Zealand's National Party, John Key, say about Tonga?
You've got a couple of fundamental issues driving the problems in the Pacific, and they are essentially weaknesses within their economy. They're certainly losing a lot of people, so any people that are educated are being massive brain drain into New Zealand.
New Zealand is not the only Tongan neighbour to be interested in the kingdom's political reform. The Speaker of Samoan's Parliament is willing to express his view.
Tonga had a different system because it's a monarch, and most of the things have been run by the king. And in Samoa, you see, we have it, although it's a Westminster system, but we still have this Samoan belief and the Samoan involvement through our traditional practice of mata chiefs and orators, and they are the backbone of how the reason why Samoa is very successful. The strength of our customs and traditions through the village councils of chiefs and orators, and which associates and work together with the government of the day. That is why we are different from the Tongan practice. So I believe, I think, if the approach now for a democratic movement in the Tongan island country and monarch, and if that can be absorbed into the Tongan system of government, then I think the Tongan people will just be the same.
Polynesians can live with one man, one woman, one vote, can live with political reform, can actually do well out of it. And that is a dramatic recent lesson of New Zealand politics.
Tongans in New Zealand, and a New Zealand parliamentary inquiry a few years ago into the Tonga-New Zealand relationship, called for Tongans to have a role in the formation of New Zealand policy towards the kingdom. What does the current Foreign Minister Winston Peters say to that attitude?
The person who stays home, who looks after the land 24/7, 365 days a year, is the person whose voice should be louder than the person who goes back once in 10 years. or 5 years, albeit about a couple of weeks.